Hey everybody, my name is Adam and this is From the Rough to the Fairway, and today we have another review coming at you. This time we have the Birdie Ball, a golf ball training device that's supposed to feel like a golf ball, sound like a turbine, and most importantly fly like a golf ball, all while only traveling a maximum of 40 yards. So conceivably, if you have a really nice big backyard, or you happen to live in LA and New York, but you live right next door to a nice big park, this could conceivably replace the driving range. So let's go ahead, unpack this thing, take a look, and put it to the test. Alright, so here's the actual packaging. Looks like a normal box of golf balls. I mean, it's the same size. I actually noticed that right here where it says 40 yards in fine print, it also says we'll travel up to a maximum of 65 yards depending on the golf club you select. So it won Best New Product at the PGA Merchandise Show in 2005. so it's not exactly a new product, but let's go ahead and take a closer look here, right? So it's all saran wrapped in. Let's cut this bad boy open and pull one of these things out. See what it looks like here. Alright. Okay, little instruction manual thing here. The ring sounds and look like a real ball at impact, a Mini-Me Pro V. So we'll have to see. I don't play the Pro Vs, but I think Snell usually compares themselves to the Pro V, so we'll see. Now here it is. So it's pretty small. Slightly larger though than a golf ball, I would say. It's not a lot larger, I don't think, but by the looks, just a little bit bigger. I remember seeing a video from the creator or whatever, and he said that the idea behind it was that the more you took out from the center, the shorter the ball would go, and that's kind of how they arrived there. But it's very light, definitely nowhere near as heavy as a golf ball. You're supposed to strike it upright, so not like this, but when it's set down there, which makes teeing it up actually pretty difficult. So I saw online they do have a tee, they call it the velocity tee, to hit this thing with your driver or your fairway wood if you wanted it teed up, because like I said, you're not supposed to hit it like this, you're supposed to hit it like this. It looks like just a little small ramp that you put this on, and that's how you're supposed to tee it off with a driver. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look, put it through its paces. So I wanted to test out the sound both at impact and in flight because they're actually quite different. I've got a 9-iron in my hands to start off, so let's take a listen here. You can see it's actually really nice at impact. It sounds clicky like you'd expect a normal golf ball to, and it feels really great. But right after impact, it's got that reverberating, sounds like a wiffle ball or something. So I'd say overall though, it felt and sounded very nice. I actually also have these foam golf balls. These are from Amazon. I think they're very popular, like Go Sport foam balls. I use them for chipping inside of the house when I want to take a little fuller swing. So I wanted to compare it against the Birdie Ball, and it didn't actually fly much farther than the Birdie Ball. It just didn't feel or sound anything like a golf ball. So I also tested with my 3-wood here to see how that would fly and how different it would be. But I also wanted to see if it would hurt the 3-wood at all if there would be any visible marks from impact, because it's a lot taller, the birdie ball, is than a normal golf ball. But it didn't scuff it at all. It was actually quite nice, and it was consistent with the rest of the testing, which was very positive. Alright guys, so I'm done testing, and what do I think about this birdie ball? I think it's a great tool. It's worth the cost. It's only $30 from the website, $40 if you wanted to prime deliver it to your house. It can really help supplement your practice. It works well in the wind. I was able to flight the ball left and right, up and down. I could practice my wedges through my 3-wood. One of the few drawbacks was that it was hard to find. When you hit the ball 60 yards or whatever, it's all in all, it's just a little white ball or almost a ball. So it's a little bit difficult to find. So I thought it was a little easier if I only hit 3 or 4 at a time rather than hitting all 12 of them. And I don't know how it will impact it, but if you look closely, this is one that I've hit, and this is one that I haven't hit. They're not quite perfectly round anymore. The new one is still perfectly round. So, I didn't see any ill effects when I was practicing with it, but, when I took a closer look, I thought, oh, it's not. It's more of like an elliptical or oval rather than a perfect circle. But overall, it still worked fine, and I really enjoyed using it. It's definitely useful at a time like this when we're all under quarantine and it's hard to get to the driving range, and maybe even if you can get there, it's really, really crowded. So you'd rather just be off by yourself in a park or in your backyard if it's really nice and big. But yeah, that brings me to another point. It claims, to be a max of 40 yards. Well, actually in fine print it says 25 to 65 yards, depending on the golf club and I assume conditions. And I'd say that the 65 yards is pretty accurate. That was what I was hitting my 3-wood, about 60 to 70 yards maybe. So you still need a good amount of space, but I felt really good swinging it. The feel and sound was right there. I knew when I was hitting it on the toe. I knew when I was hitting it on the heel. I could tell from the ball flight what had happened. The one weird ball flight was if you hit it thin, especially with the wood. When I hit the 3-wood a little bit thin, it stayed very low. It didn't look like I had just caught it thin. It looked like I had sculled it, and it just was 3 feet off the ground. So, or not even 3 feet off the ground. But overall, it definitely is worth the price, and I hope that if you guys do get it, you have a lot of fun and it can improve your game. I do plan on getting the Velocity tee, which is the Birdie Ball tee, so that you can tee it up for your driver, and getting back to you on a review with that later on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So get out there and get your practice in. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share it across any platforms that you use. If you have any suggestions for a topic that you want me to cover or a product that you want me to review, let me know in the comments below. So until next time, keep on finding that fairway.